name's Amy, as most of you already know, and today's video is going to be advantages versus disadvantages at working at a daycare. So we're going to start with the advantages of working in a daycare because my truth about working in a daycare video got some pretty good views. So we're going to do advantages versus disadvantages. So we're going to hop straight into this video. So one of the advantages of working in a daycare is that you get the weekends off depending on what daycare you work in. So the daycare that I work in, we run Monday through Friday, and the doors open at 7, but I don't go in until 8. So we work from 7 to 8:15, or 8:15. Not right. 7 to 5:15 every day, Monday through Friday. So we always have the weekends off, so I always have Saturday and Sunday off, which is really great because that means I can spend time with my parents or whatever, whoever has a day off. So it's really nice. And then Austin's also off on Sundays, so it's really awesome for us because we know we're gonna get to spend Sundays together. He has Thursday and Sunday off, and then I have Saturday and Sunday off, so I know that I'm gonna get to spend Sunday with him because we both have Sunday off. And that is one of the advantages of working in a daycare. The second advantage of working in a daycare is if you aren't a parent and you've never changed a diaper before, this is your first time working in a daycare or working with kids, you're going to be able to know how to change a diaper if you work with the babies by the time you're going to have kids. Like, I knew how to change diapers before I was working in the daycare, but there's so many steps with working in daycare that you have to follow. So like, you have to get all their stuff ready, and then you have to get a glove if they've pooped or whatever. You have to get the child, then bring them to the changing table. You have to put them on the changing table, put the glove on, change them, wipe your hands down, wipe their hands down with a baby wipe, throw all that in the trash, put their diaper on and all that stuff, and then you have to go wash their hands. Once you've washed their hands, you have to go take them back to a supervised area, and then when they're at a supervised area, you have to come back, clean the changing table, and wash your hands because you wash your hands with them, and then you're going to wash them again once you're done cleaning the changing table, and then you're going to bleach the sink as well after that. So going through all those steps, you're going to know exactly how to change a diaper, when to check to change diapers and those kind of things. That's one of the advantages of working in a daycare. Advantage number 3, I really like the hours that I work. I work 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. I get an hour lunch break at my daycare, and we have a 2-hour nap period. So in that 2-hour nap period, we take our breaks so the kids are sleeping and nobody has to worry about having enough people to cover breaks or whatever. So that is an advantage about working at the daycare, is you get an hour break, and you get the hours that you work is 8 to 5 for me. Everybody in the daycare is a little bit different. Like, we have people that come in at 7 and leave at 4. We have people that come in at 7:30 and leave at 4:30. And then you have ones that come in at 8:15 and leave at 5:15. Depending on how the kids leave in the afternoon. It just it's all based on the kids. The fourth advantage of working in a daycare is you're not always going to have all the kids. So me and my partner that we have for the little babies, because we have 12 to 24 months kind of, so 12 months to 2 almost. So I think we have 10 kids right now, but we aren't going to always have all 10 kids. So if we have, say, like 6, it's really nice to have that extra help. And even if we do have 10, having 2 people makes it super easy because our ratio is 6 to 1. So we can have up to 12, but that is super hard because then you can't do anything. You have to make sure that they're all doing everything. And 12, like, I wouldn't complain about it because that's the ratio, but 10 is a lot. I think simpler, it's easier to find places for them to sleep and those kind of things. So that's one more of the advantage. And then I will say advantage number 5 is you get paid time off once you're there a year. So you get paid vacation for those 5 days. It's only a week paid, which is okay, I suppose, but it's better than none. Like, at my old job, I didn't get a I didn't get paid vacation, I didn't get sick days, I didn't get any of that. And if I left and didn't come back for a few days, or I requested off and didn't get it approved, then I would have gotten written up and all those kind of things. But with the daycare, after being a year, you get paid vacation, which is actually really good because I haven't had that before, and it's actually going to help me out really good. Of course, in the daycare, you can only have one person off at a time because the daycare is only allowed to have so many people working there due to, you know, only being able to pay so much or whatever. And I get that, like I do, but sometimes, you know, people go on vacation. You gotta kind of figure it out. Okay, so now we're gonna move over to disadvantages. I actually missed one of my advantages. One of the advantages of working in a daycare is getting to know all the kids. So, like, if you start working in the daycare, they're not gonna, like, come directly to you to start out. But by the time that, because I've been there, I think, almost 6 months now, and I love all the kids. I love how they act. I love their little personalities. I love it. I wouldn't change it for the world. So it's really good to get, like, I just love getting to know the kids, like, because everybody has a different personality. All the kids do. They all act different, and I love it. So now we're going to move on to the disadvantages. So the disadvantages of working in a daycare. Number one is all the parents aren't very understanding. So not every parent is not understanding, but we have, and I'm not going to say any names, of course, but we have some parents that just aren't very understanding about situations or things, or you word something wrong. And when it comes to something like that, it's very, like, top up there, like, you got to know how to say it, or you could get in trouble for it, or something like that. There are less disadvantages than there are advantages, I would say. Number two for disadvantages is the pay. So through the actual daycare, unless you have an early childhood education degree, and you'll get paid through the state for that, you don't get paid as much as, honestly, probably you should. Of course, the daycare would have to charge more if they paid their employees more, so I do get that in a way, but it'd be nice to make more money because, like, right now, I'm doing paycheck to paycheck because I have a car payment, a fixed loan, a credit card payment, and all these payments, and then Austin has his stuff, so I'm not going to sit here and try to ask him for money. So that is another one of the disadvantages, and then I will say another disadvantage is working with the children at the daycare and then having to come home to these kids. Nothing against Ashley's kids because I love them, but it drives me crazy sometimes. I'm like, gosh, I just need a break. So that's another disadvantage. And then one of my last disadvantages is if you have too many kids, you can't use the bathroom. And I'm one of those kinds of people that if I have to go, I have to go. So if it hits me hard and I gotta go. So I'm like, who can I steal to come in my class so I can go use the bathroom? So that's one of the last disadvantages, I think. And then I will say disadvantage about my daycare is they don't do direct deposit. They do personal checks to you, and you have to go deposit it into your bank. But other than that, I really like the daycare overall. It's a great environment. I love the kids so much. And I honestly wouldn't change it for the world. If you guys have any more questions about daycares that you want me to answer, because I have been there for 6 months now, or close to 6 months, please let me know down in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you never miss a new video. I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you guys. Bye.